Are we on? Are we on there? Yeah, we're on there. All right. Three, two, one. All right, so today, who else? A legend. If you don't know what's going on because of the quarantine, because of the pandemic, we're going to go ahead and look back at legends of the game. And today's legend is no other than Manny Garrincha. Brazilian player, won the World Cup twice. I mean, amazing stats for Botafogo. 238 appearances, 84 goals. This was in between the years of 1953 and 1965. Garrincha was pretty much, the best example I could give was pretty much the Cristiano Ronaldo of the 60s, next to an amazing Pele, who we all know. Pele himself has mentioned that when him and Garrincha played a game together, they never lost. Unfortunately, Garrincha passed away due to, I believe, a disease involving alcohol. But just an amazing player who played for Brazil, and he was the people's player. Like, he was, people's happiness, I guess, to translate it. Or if you want me to say it in Portuguese, it's alegria do povo. So without further ado, let's see what Garrincha had. And on top of that, I want to let y'all know Garrincha was disabled. He was a disabled person. Believe it or not, both of his legs were actually one was hit, one of his knees went in and one of his knees went out. But regardless of that, the man was an amazing player. So without further ado, let's get into it. Shout out to Barbosa Football Videos. You could probably see he kind of walks a little bow-legged, but an amazing player nonetheless. When Pelé got injured for Brazil, I believe in their second World Cup, Garrincha had to step up and become player of the tournament. And he basically carried Brazil on his own. And funny enough, a lot of people don't know this. To Neymar, they come up to Neymar and they say, Neymar, who's your inspiration? Everyone assumes it's Pelé, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. And believe it or not, Neymar has said himself, no, Manny Garrincha is my inspiration. Because if you can see, Manny, he did a lot of flicks and tricks and so many ways to confuse the player. And even in this time, this was never seen before. Just knew how to cut in. Oh my gosh. Whew. Whew. Can you imagine playing, football back in the day? Supposedly the ball was harder. It was like made of leather. Boots, cleats were different back then. But man, looks like the fields weren't that smooth before. But this guy had an amazing strike. Fast on the wing. Could virtually take on anyone. And unfortunately, apparently he was a real drunk. He loved to party. He loved to enjoy life. So with that being said, I mean, he still was an amazing player. He just didn't take soccer seriously, and it's crazy because we see now professionals taking this game, very serious. I mean, they eat healthy. They go to training, 8 hours of the day. But Garrincha, no, he just, he got drunk one day, recovered the next, went to train one day maybe, and then played a game at the end of the week, And that was his life. He just enjoyed life and played the beautiful game. And I think that's what we need to take from this. Like, we can't take soccer a little too serious. This is a game. And if you're getting paid for it, you know, I say, hey, enjoy it, live it. But now, you know, now it's a bigger industry than before. So I understand players taking it very serious, you know, making serious money off of it. But just remember, just a big reminder, it's a game. And it's a game that you can enjoy yourself in. Man. Garrincha is definitely one of my favorite legends. Just because he just loved the game. And I mean, he was an amazing player on that. And on top of that, he had a disability. But he still did amazing things with the ball. And I mean, won 2 World Cups. Yeah, Botafogo loved him. Probably their best player ever. Look at that. Same play. Same play. Just had that ferocious speed. He had the shot. Everything a winger should have. Flicks, tricks. Sends it in. Whoever strikes it in, strikes it in. You gotta say, this man had vision. But he also had footwork. Probably one of the few players at that time to have that. Sheesh. Look at that. Upper right. I seriously wonder what type of ball they had back in the day. Was it heavier than the ones that we have now, or is it a little bit lighter? And then you can see right there, he kind of has like a weird walk. But Manny Garrincha, I mean, like the video says, Alegría del Povo. I believe that means happiness of the people. An amazing player with amazing stats. I mean, I'm glad that a player like Neymar is inspired by him, because, I mean, players like Manny Garrincha only come once in a lifetime. You know, he's disappeared into the shadows, but I mean, still remembered, and definitely one of my favorite legends. So what do you guys think? Like, comment below. Let me know, what legend should I look at? What legend do you think is good? Did you like Manny Garrincha? Have you heard of Manny Garrincha? If not, let me know. Guys, thank you guys. Be safe. Stay clean. And this is the Legend Rundown.